Yo, yo, yo. Yeah, apparently my updating of the stream title and category and everything did not take. Whenever I started up the stream this morning, I was like, what are they talking about? What do you mean skipping the news? And then I realized, I was like, oh crap, dude. Yeah. No, dude, it's definitely Thursday and it's not Tuesday, and now we're not skipping the news. And yeah, so yeah, it's been updated. We're good now. Good looking out, guys. Good looking out. You know, the early three-head plays. I just like hit submit and just moved on this morning and didn't realize that it didn't take. So it's one of those kinds of days, I guess. Gonna be one of those kinds of days. It'll be a good one, dude. A real thick three-head day. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. Man, what's going on here? Why is that happening? Why is this happening? Okay, whatever. So it's good to be back as always after our weekly day off, man. Yeah, Pinky, you can just go home, dude. Yeah, you just go ahead and go home, buddy. Let them know I said it's okay. Everything will be fine. Yeah, yeah. Basically, yeah, I'd rather not hear about layoffs. You know me, man. I can't not do the news, though. I'd rather not talk about layoffs. So, I do have all of last week's video gaming news segments up on YouTube right now. I don't have a lot of our individual segments done because yesterday was a bit busy and I didn't get as much done as I wanted to content-wise. But I do have them all highlighted on the Twitch channel. They're just not public yet on the YouTube channel. So we've got some individual videos and stuff that will be put onto the YouTube, or they're already on the YouTube channel. They're just not public yet. So just got a little bit more work to do today. So they'll be there. We do have our shipping address. That is in the Discord channel. Yeah, there have been some fun clips and highlights that I tagged a few people in. True, being one of those people. I didn't tag Pinky last. Funny enough, I didn't tag Pinky in one because I was about to. Oh yeah, Pinky. Yeah, that sucks. I was about to tag Pinky in one and I went, no. Pinky doesn't like it when I tag Pinky because Pinky likes to sleepy and not be woken up from Discord alerts. So I've been trying to get better about that. And then of course I put it into our Discord and immediately Pinky responds. I'm like, wait, what? So I didn't even tag him. I didn't even tag him in it because I'm trying to be better about it. You know, I don't want to wake up my dude in the middle of his beauty sleep, his pink beauty sleep. You know, I don't want to be waking him up. You know what I'm saying? And then this time, he just responds immediately. You know, I'm like, well, what the crap, dude? I didn't even tag him in it. So yeah. But we got one in there for Psych, dude. We got a couple in there for Soup. There's one in there for True. So in the clips section of the Discord, man, there's some nice little clips from the gameplay last week and stuff for a few of you guys. Yeah, it's good stuff. So we got video gaming news to do, and then we'll do Balatro Day 3. Yeah, the address is completed. It is finished. Yeah, nice, True. I'm glad you like them. Yeah. The Eminem one, dude. That Eminem one was fine. I'd forgotten about that until last night. I was like, is this like a Kanye fish stick question? I was laughing while I was making that last night. So we've got Apple headset getting cracks. No, I haven't seen that yet, dude. Do you have a link for it? What I do have a couple of things already. I've got one about the Sweet Baby incorporated kind of thing from our buddy Cappy, and we're gonna recap everything that happened yesterday during the partner showcase from Xbox because we weren't live for that. I've got that up. Yo, thanks, Ferret. How you doing, buddy? Good morning, everybody. So we got a few things that we're gonna try and make sure that we touch on, and then we'll obviously do our search for everything else that we need to find current for our video gaming news stuff today. Yo, thanks, Doug. Appreciate it. Yeah, let's go, dude. Cool. Yeah. Ooh, yo, gotta love those $3,000 cracked augmented reality headsets. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, baby. Seems good, dude. Seems good. So yeah, that's the jam, dude. We'll do that. We'll play some more Balatro. We'll have a good day, man. We'll have a good day. So, rando moat time to start off with too. Let's get it. Oh baby, either Kareem Onk or Glitch Cat, dude. Get you a free sub. Let's go, guys. Hope everybody had an amazing day yesterday on our day off. If you need the shipping address, it is in our tavern channel of the Discord, and it is pinned in that channel. So it's one of those things where I'd been telling people I would get that set up. We had an amount of people that were asking for a shipping address at this point through, our age of the stream and channel and everything. So I do have that set up. The address is there, and if people need it, it is pinned in that channel for people to go grab if you feel like you need that. Okay, cool. But let's go ahead and do this, man. Let's dive in here and let's start video gaming news, and then we'll go play games. Cool. Let's do it, man. Nice. All right. So again, like I said, we've got the Sweet Baby Incorporated stuff up. I hadn't really heard much about this, but apparently Pinky's hyper aware and Cappy is as well. And so I got a link about this on Tuesday from our buddy Cappy. And so we're going to dive into this. Already sent FBI raid package? No, don't you dare. Everything announced at the March 2024 Xbox Partner Showcase. We're gonna get a look at everything that was presented yesterday, and that should load up. I don't know what happened there. And that's the link from Ferret, so we'll get that one going. About the cracked headsets, dude. Let's see what else we can find here. Or not. Come on, man. Why is that page not loading for me? Raid! There's a better raid emote than that, by the way. Just saying. There we go, dude. Yes, I am. What's going on with this link, dude? This link doesn't like my Firefox browser. There it is. It wasn't wanting to go through. Yeah, it worked. It worked. It didn't work at first. It was being kind of weird. It's like it wasn't taking me where I needed to go at first, but it worked. Yeah, it worked, dude. We're good. Just had to refresh it a couple times. Thanks, buddy. 16th, dude. May 16th. Ghost of Tsushima is already on Epic as a pre-order. I saw this yesterday. Just glanced at Epic real quick, and I saw it, and I was like, holy crap, dude. I've been waiting on this to be announced, and then the day that we're off, dude, during the week, it gets released, you know. I was like, Jesus. But I was super stoked. Super stoked that's there, and really, really cool. So we will be playing Ghost of Tsushima this year, it looks like. Yes. Very excited. Don't forget to get your free game, though, you know. Whoa! Here's the copium for soup. Stellar Blade's post-launch content drops will include more outfits, hopefully that cover up more of the 12-year-old's body. Just good info to look up. Yeah, okay, I'll look it up. Yeah, no worries, Pinky. Yeah, let me see if I can find it. Oh, interesting. Yo, this is, yeah, there it is. It's art, yeah. Interesting. Gross, dude. Gross. Let me grab both of these real quick. Yeah, thanks, dude. Yeah, that's gross. What is wrong with people? So, Larian dealing with threats and toxicity. Threats. Are you flipping kidding me, dude? I think this just goes to show you that nobody is immune to this kind of thing from the gaming community. And it makes all of us look so terribly bad, you know? Yeah, I talk about this a lot, you know? Anytime something like this comes up, I talk about how terribly tragic it is that this kind of thing happens. Because it is a bad look, and it's really catastrophic to the relationship between us and even good developers. This is a good developer, dude. This is a good developer. All this does is harm the relationship between us and Larian, you know? I've talked about this a lot. I've got videos all over our YouTube page about this kind of thing. This is not good, dude. This is not appropriate. It's terrible. We'll dive into this. Yo, thanks, Pinky. How gross, dude. We'll look at this one. Yeah. Jesus Christ. So disgusting. Oh my God, dude. That's so sad. Yeah, we saw this. You know, I've been warning everybody. Yo, Soup, you're late. It's not out on PC yet. It's not out on PC yet. You're a liar, dude. No, it's not. It's not out yet. Even that link says May 16th, bro. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You're a liar. No, it's not. It's been announced. It's officially coming. It's not out yet. You said Tsushima is out on PC. No, it's not. You're a liar. Nobody gives a crap about Gran Turismo 7. Gran Turismo 7 is a step back for that series, dude. Gran Turismo 5 best, Pinky, I agree. GT5 was the apex, the peak of where that game got to. It's just been downhill from there. Not my Forza. I think Forza's terrible. But Gran Turismo 5, I do own Gran Turismo 5. GT7's balls, dude. No, they just need to keep doing better instead of doing worse. They just need to keep making the games better instead of regressing, dude. Yeah, I've already talked about the Ghost of Tsushima stuff, Soup, and we've got an article up about it too. But don't be spreading misinformation, dude. Don't be trying to tell people that a game's out when it's not out yet. Shame on you. Don't be spreading misinformation, man. Well, of course you're gonna say that. You hate Xbox for no reason, really, too. You just love to hate on Xbox. I'm gonna recap it. We'll see. Fake news stream. I told you. GT8 is already in development. Says, oh yeah. Nickname my thighs misinformation. Oh, what's up, Sauce? We'll pull this up. Let's take a look. Thanks, Soup. Yo, Soup, I tagged you in the Discord last night. Did you see it? Alright, well, hopefully GT8 will be better than GT7. That's pretty disgusting. Good morning to you, Sauce. Thank you, my friend. Happy Thursday. See, at least Sauce comes in here and greets me with, you know, something pleasant as opposed to Soup, you know. Soup coming in here, no greeting, just straight up trying to spread misinformation and just inciting violence right out the gate, you know what I mean? Yeah, just locked and loaded, baby, ready for war. No flipping, hey, how you doing, buddy? You know, good morning, nice to see you. Just in here inciting violence right away. Look at that sad face. God dang it. How am I supposed to be serious right now with this, bro? God dang it, dude. I just got wrecked. By my mod, too. Jesus. Alright. Coming here tossing news? No, tossing misinformation, dude. Tossing misinformation. God, that flip-in filter is so good, dude. That filter is so good. Yeah. All right, let's get it, dude. Let's keep going here. Yeah, we're going to we've already got this stuff up for everything announced at the partner showcase for Xbox. So we didn't get to look at yesterday because yesterday was our day off, right? So we're gonna recap that. What was the yeah, we got that up. Let's see. You know, you can't ever trust Soup when it comes to Xbox stuff, especially because Soup is just an Xbox hater, you know? Yeah, Soup's just an Xbox hater. Hates everything about Xbox. He's got PlayStation blinders. Soup does. If it's not AAA or quadruple A, and it's not PlayStation, Soup hates it. Soup hates it, you know? So you can't always trust what Soup's saying. We love Soup. But that's definitely something you got to be aware of with Soup, you know? Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, mobile has been, you know, as far as revenue goes, worldwide revenue for gaming, mobile has been crushing PC and console combined for a hot minute now, you know. Yeah, but we've seen a drastic, you know, kind of change on just the front of what PC's done. We've talked about this a lot here recently. PC's really shot up over console too over the past like 10 years, you know. So you know, there's a lot of things happening in the industry. I don't think the console wars are totally over. There's just a lot of evolving happening, a lot of change, you know. There's a lot of there's a lot of things that are happening to change the way the console market is going to be competing, for sure. Nintendo will always stay the way they have been. PlayStation's conforming a little bit. Xbox is changing the way things are having to compete in a lot of ways. And they have been for a long time, you know. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure, Sauce. Yeah, I think PC is definitely the place for the indie companies, indie developers and stuff. In large part, a lot of the consoles play this role of, you know, trying to create these places for the indie companies, the smaller places to have their market or whatever. But it's just not there like it is for PC. I would agree with that. Yeah. Yeah, they definitely been hitting some really nice wins, dude, for sure. This is what I wanted to talk about here. So, I've talked about this quite a bit, especially in the lead up to the release of Suicide Squad, which I told you, Soup. I told you that game was gonna suck. I told you not to pre-order that, dude. But we all know that was a Rocksteady game. That was a game done under Warner Brothers, and Warner Brothers has been very vocal and very upfront and adamant about sticking to their plan of doing live service games, right? Now, the thing that I was really harping on the whole time about Suicide Squad through the entire development process is we knew that they were releasing that game at a AAA price point, and they wanted it to be a live service game. And the big indicators for me that game was going to suck was that, you know, if they really cared about creating a player base around a game that was going to be solid content-wise and continuing to build off of that, it wouldn't have been a AAA price point. If they had confidence in what that game was, and they were really, really worried about it being a long-standing game that was going to continue to pull players in, and obviously it was going to be monetized. We knew that forever. It wouldn't have been a AAA price point. It would have either been free-to-play or it would have been at a lower entry point price-wise, retail. But it wasn't. So we knew what that game was going to be from the get-go. But here's Warner Brothers reiterating their plans to focus on free-to-play now, live service games. So let's take a look at this. This is what I've been telling people too with Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers has an amazing plethora of franchises under their thumb, right? That so many people love, and they're going to bait a lot of people into playing these games. If they're free to play, fine. If they're free to play, fine. People can get in there and play the games for free and see what the games are going to feel like and contain content-wise, whether they're going to be good or not, without having to pay up front. That's okay. But doing what they did with like Suicide Squad, baiting people into a universe that people love, paying a AAA price point for something that was going to be very subpar, we knew that to begin with, that sucks. And they're not the only company to do it. But Warner Brothers is very, very, very adamant about going games as a service, or live service games, if you will. They mean the same thing. But we'll dive into this a little bit more this morning. Quintuple A. Let's just make it octuple A. You know what I mean? Let's just keep going, dude. Yo, Soup, you've been continuing to play FF7 Rebirth, dude? We've already got that up. We're gonna look at that. Yeah, are you you enjoying it? Sony has secured the Final Fantasy VII Remake trilogy as a console exclusive. Yeah, is that a surprise? It'll be the same as the other games. Hold on. Update. The entire trilogy is not yet confirmed to be exclusive. So this is misinformation. It's not confirmed yet, but it probably will be. Infinity A, dude. There you go, Ferret. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Catching a chocobo soon? Better be a black one, dude. You hear me? You hear me? Once you go black chocobo, you never go back. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Come on, dude. That was.
I'll take those balls too, though. I love balls.
That was pretty good, dude. That was pretty good. I'm pretty proud of that this early with not that much coffee, dude. Wait, do what now? Nice, Ferret. Nice, dude. Thanks. March to May is covered for games. Nice, Soup. Good, good. Once they run out of space. Oh, for AAAs, hope they'll switch over to X's. Triple X games? Is that what you're looking for, Pinky? Trying to get to those Triple X games? Is that what it is? Well played. Well played. Each month brings us closer to the 2036 release of GTA 6. Yeah. Yo, I'm going to have an article probably up tonight on YouTube about the crunch culture stuff that we talked about. 2036, that's right, Soup. Yeah, dude. Yeah, 10-year coma, dude. 10-year coma. Yo, 1 second. Oh, man. What else we got? What else we got? Here's what's funny. So, apparently this is some of what we're going to be reading about with the Warner Brothers situation, right? What's this? Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. Here we go. We all knew EA was going to go big into AI, you know. Oh, Jesus. That's concerning. Thanks, buddy. Yeah. Well, oh, God. I can feel a rant coming on that one. Jesus. It's Spook Pearl next month. Spooky games be lethal. Yeah, dude. This is what's funny about a company like Warner Brothers, right? Warner Brothers discusses volatile AAA console games and will lean into the free-to-play and mobile. These big companies like to look at a segment of the market as being volatile or whatever, when basically the entire video gaming industry can be considered volatile if you make crap content. You know, if you're not putting the time into making quality games, everything's going to be looked at as volatile for you. You know why? WB, because your video game arm or division is appearing to be polluted with only business-minded individuals that don't understand what it means to bring quality game content to people as a consumer, right? And so what it leads to is a lot of their releases being subpar profit-wise. They expect a lot of things to be like, just like with Suicide Squad, right? They were banking on it making a lot more money than it apparently did. But a lot of people saw through what Suicide Squad was going to be. And we talk about this kind of thing a lot, right? We talk about like how many companies looked at the even the genre of something like CRPGs as being maybe something to stay away from, because it seemed like an old way of doing RPGs. It was looked at something that couldn't build a lot of fan base around anymore or anything potentially. And then here comes Larian with Baldur's Gate 3. And now everybody wants to do, because they did it right. This is the thing. If you do games the right way, if you're a company that knows what the crap you're doing, and you're building a game the right way, again, let's look at Larian, right? They priced that game right. They early accessed it. They listened to their community. They didn't monetize it with in-game monetization or anything like that. They built a banger game. It was amazing. Did it have some issues? Yeah, but they kept working. They fixed it. It was hard for them to test. The game's massive. It was hard for them to test like Act 2 and Act 3 because it wasn't part of the early access version of the game and stuff like that. But they got it fixed really quick. And it showed a lot of other companies that genre is not dead. It's actually very much alive. Not that there weren't other companies that had done banger games in the CRPG realm, but not to the magnitude of like what BG3 is, right? Genshin Impact Casino done right, or the way it works, I guess. Yeah. So I think that any company that like Warner Brothers, it's just so stupid to see this to me. The volatile AAA console game. It's like Suicide Squad got made and they're like, oh, well, it's not, they don't look at it as like, it's like they want to project the failure of their product on something else. They want to scapegoat it, right? They want to point a finger at something else instead of themselves, instead of looking internally and going, dang, we kind of screwed that up, Like, they want to point a finger somewhere else and go, oh, well, that was definitely the reason. We should probably avoid that moving forward. This game was really a banger. But if it was, then why did everybody not like it? Or why was it reviewed so poorly? And you can't tell me that you knew the game was you really, really thought that game was going to be good when you wouldn't even give review outlets copies of that game to review before it released. They knew that game was balls. They knew that game was bad. So why are they doing this? Why are they scapegoating? Why are they pointing their fingers at something else and trying to act like, it's just the AAA console side that's volatile, and it doesn't matter, if it's the content's good, you're just not going to survive there. That's stupid. That doesn't make any sense. That's dumb. You make a great game, you're going to do well. You make subpar games, you're going to fail. That's the way that goes. We're going to keep both of those together. We're going to look at both of these Warner Brother things together. Yeah, boy. Ghost of Tsushima coming in May, baby. Even though Stoop trying to tell everybody that it's coming, it's already out on PC, Yeah, Skull and Bones already getting price cuts. We talked about this on Tuesday. This is another one of those really, really gross things. Right. Boost monetization 20%. Somehow I doubt that. Yeah, they're hopeful though. You know, EA. We know many of the major companies are heavily pivoting towards AI, and they don't care if it's done ethically or not, right? EA, Square Enix, Microsoft, doesn't matter. The thing about it is there are ways to incorporate it ethically, and there are ways that obviously are not ethically done with AI, in the many different facets of you know, the ways in which AI can be used technologically in video game development, right? And many of the big companies don't give a crap. They're just, what they see it as is a more efficient, cost-cutting way to create video games. And I truly feel like with the current state of AI, we're going to see a lot of the quality of video games being built on substantial amounts of AI incorporation suffer quality-wise. It's going to feel soulless. It's going to, you know, I think the potential is there for it to be a great help in many ways, but there's also going to be some things that really suffer for us as far as game players and gaming enthusiasts when it comes to a lot of these products that get released that are just super heavy on the AI side. With the AI technology right now. Yeah, I mean, I say that about technology all the time too, right? I mean, you know, technological evolution and the way that we have used technology through history, right, for inventions and things like that. It's always been a matter of trying to make things easier on ourselves, more efficient, and along with that has always been the premise of it's usually inventions that are meant to be used for the greater good, but there's always people that use it for negative, right, for malicious intentions or what have you. And so it's it's always a mixed bag. It's hard to juggle, and I think that it's always, you know, it's our job to try and, especially because these companies, you know, they don't really care, and it's our job to hold them accountable, right, to use these kinds of things ethically and not just unethically, to where a lot of the AI stuff is infringing on plagiarism and circumventing having to create unique assets for each individual project and things of that nature. We have to do our best to hold them accountable, you know, because that's what they're going to do. One second. What is? Yeah. Oh, yeah, fair. I'll try to take a look at doing that. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. And the first thing you sent me, yeah, I had already kind of been thinking about that, but it's a very good recommendation, man, and I appreciate it. Thanks very much, buddy. Yep. Interesting, Pinky. When Genshin Impact 2? Well, basically, I mean, aren't we already getting like Zenless Zone Zero and I mean Blue Protocol, and so You'll get your fix, man. You'll get your fix. Yeah. I mean, Zenless Zone's being made by Hoyo, right? So same company, correct? So in essence, it is potentially going to be almost like a spiritual successor to, maybe. Maybe. We'll have to see exactly what that game plays like and everything. But it could potentially be almost like a spiritual successor to Genshin. Zenless Zone Zero could. But we know that, like, if they are going to make Genshin 2, it's not going to come until they release that or anything else big they're working on. Yeah, so we'll just have to wait and see. Apple has blocked Fortnite in the EU. Yeah, this whole Apple Epic Games debacle, dude, has been going on forever, ever now. It's really wild. Okay. Well, we'll see this in the partner showcase summary that we have up then. But Frostpunk 2 looks like a July release date now. So that's interesting. What's that, Pinky? Yeah, what's that, dude? Oh, okay, yeah, fair. Lurk away, buddy. Yep. True. I read an article yesterday on the voice actor for Arthur Morgan, stating how AI is unfortunately inevitable. Yeah, it absolutely is. Might lose his job among a lot of other voice actors. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the big things that SAG-AFTRA was supposed to be doing. SAG-AFTRA is basically the union behind the Voice Actors Guild and a lot of other, you know, people that are in the entertainment industry as a whole, whether it be movies, TV, video games, you name it. They're supposed to be protecting those people, but some of the contract negotiations that came about didn't really feel too good to a lot of the voice actors and stuff. My brother broke one of his fingers, and guess which finger it is? Oh, dude. His thumb. Did he break it in a pie? Is your brother Jack Horner? By the way, have you guys seen that new Puss in Boots flipping movie with Jack Horner? Oh, dude, it's hilarious. Claimed PC trilogy stealth drops on Xbox and PlayStation for the first time. We'll see what this is. We got a lot of articles already. That's good. We got to make up for yesterday, though, so. Thumb. Right. What, True? What? Wasn't expecting the thumb. I mean, well, that's why I went there. Yeah. How do you break his finger, dude? Yeah, middle finger, I'm guessing, right? How did he break his middle finger? Oh, is it just his middle finger? Oh, his pinky finger. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, all right. Is that what he does when he's mad at you? He goes, and then you like went, and you mind broke his finger. I about got stun locked by an eyelash right there. The pinky finger. I know. Isn't that funny? Yeah, we should have guessed that first. I know. I feel dumb now. Yeah, after 3 hours with Dragon's Dogma 2, it already feels like another Capcom hit. I'm not gonna look at this. I don't want any spoilers for Dragon's Dogma 2. The first game was an absolute banger. I spent 130 hours in that game back in 2016. It's a phenomenal piece of software. That game is so good. I love it. It's one of my top 10 all-time games, no doubt about it. And I'm so stoked about the second one coming out. It's a no-brainer game day one release play for me, and we'll be playing it. So it's good to hear this, though. It really is. Well, that doesn't surprise me coming from you, Soup. You know? After the way you were talking about the original Game Boy the other day, you know? Mustard Boy. Where did that come from? Mustard Boy. There's nothing wrong with mustard. Mustard's delicious. So I must be delicious, boy. Yeah. Mustard is delicious. Mustard's so good, dude. Well, no wonder you're just, you know, you got terrible taste. And now, you know, I mean, I should have known with your terrible taste in games that you'd also have terrible taste in condiments. It makes sense. This dude. Oh my god, dude. Mustard is good, yeah. How about some honey mustard, boy? Some honey mustard on some chicken strips? Boy, I'm getting hungry right now. Oh, dude, I got some cheese to show you guys. You guys want to see some cheese? I'll go grab some cheese in a second. I've got some cheese. It's a what is it? A bacon maple cheese, dude. Yeah. Seen enough in the market. Brother, I saw that every time I see that now, it makes me think of you. Every time I see the melty cheese, where I'm tonguing the melty cheese, it makes me think of you, Pinky. Yeah. Every time I see it, I'm like, Pinky's loving this right now. All right. New Xbox Game Pass title Sleight of Hand is a noir stealth-focused deck builder. Yeah, boy. Sinking City 2 announces a full-blown horror game, man. Yeah. Is that part of the... That might be part of the Xbox stuff. Hold on. Let's redo that. Redo that. We'll look at the Xbox stuff first. Where is that? Yeah. That way, if anything comes after it that we've already hit on, we won't have to look at it. Stalker Trilogy looks so outdated. Like, all of the statements you put in chat. Nice, dude. When were all the Stalker games made, though? I mean, there's a new one coming out, right? So there's a new Stalker game releasing. What? I don't believe this. True. Oh, dude. Wait, no way. Oh, it's just talking about the demo is free. Yeah, that was clickbait, dude. Clickbait. One more page. Thousand Island is better. Thousand Island is actually fantastic on like a Reuben or something, though. Mustard's really good on a Reuben too, but I'll take like Thousand Island on a Reuben. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Some rye bread or even like a rye marble with that corned beef and some of that sauerkraut. Some Thousand Island works on that, dude. I'll eat that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Quit making me hungry. Why are you guys talking about food? Capcom Highlights digital event announced. Let's see when this is taking place. Indie developer makes his game free after being told Warner Brothers will be delisting it. Interesting. Midnight Ghost Hunt's going to be getting their full release soon. We played this during Scaretober a little bit last year. It's interesting. Felt like it's, you know, the player base there is pretty minimal nowadays, though. I want to get to know ya. Chat. Here's what I'll say, though. This is Soup's problem, right? With the kraut. Oh, yeah, with that kraut, boy. Yeah. I love me some sauerkraut. Soup's issue is, like, Soup looks at anything that might not be modern, high-fidelity, lifelike, you know, graphics and go, oh, that looks terrible. I would never play that. And I can attest to the fact that, like, I'm the exact opposite. I'm much more worried about, like, performance, you know? Much more worried about performance. And also, there are a lot of banger games from yesteryear that are amazing. And they hold up. They might not look as good as they did, you know, for their heyday, right? Like, take the BioShock games, for example. The BioShock game, dude, BioShock 1 came out in 2007, you know? BioShock 2 was 2010. And then what was Infinite? Like 2013 or something? Something like that. And, dude, we played all of those games the first year I was doing. 2021, we played all those games. And they, even during that time, we played those games, and they held up, dude. They held up very, very well. So, you know, I think that there's something to be said for a lot of iconic, very good video. Like, I think, you know, you take a look at something like the Batman Arkham series. Are they going to look like the most modern, high-fidelity things nowadays as opposed to when they came out? No. But they're still going to be fantastic experiences, you know? So you can't overlook some of these titles, you know? Just because they don't look modern or whatever. There's still titles that need to be appreciated. They're very important parts of video gaming history. And just because they don't look, you know what I mean? Like modern games do to you, doesn't mean that they don't play well. They're not an amazing experience and everything. You know what I mean? Soup thinks IRL has bad graphics. Yeah, dude, no doubt. Yeah. Doesn't it feel weird that current gen consoles are releasing older games? No, they should be. This is literally preserving video gaming history, and it needs to be done. It needs to be done. This is the problem with consoles, Soup. It has been forever. The problem with consoles for the longest time has been the preservation of video gaming history. PC's been much better about it. PC's been much better about always being able to preserve video games that are old. Console has done a terrible, terrible, terrible job of it. So the more that they're able to preserve and keep putting old games on the console, the better. Why is that weird? That's not weird. That's great. You're looking at it all wrong, man. You're looking at it all wrong. It's fantastic that that's happening. It needs to happen. Rather than them shutting down access or taking away the content and never giving you the access to those old historic games again, video gaming history is very, very, very important. So the more access they give to people on console for historical gaming content, the better, dude. That's all there is to it. That's a win, man. That's a win. And as far as like, thought it would get a remake maybe. Well, I mean, they're releasing a new Stalker game, right? They've got, don't they have the Stalker VR game that's coming out? They're making new content. So, I mean, as far as like a studio being able to constantly remake their old games and push out new games and stuff, that's not necessarily always going to be in the cards for a studio, right? They have to pick and choose what they're able to do. So they're making new content. They're making modern content. And as far as their old content being more accessible to people across different platforms, that's just good, dude. It's a win. It's a win. Does it mean, you know, that they're never going to remake the old stuff or remaster the old stuff or whatever? No, they potentially could, but right now just apparently isn't the right time for it, you know? So why not have the original stuff out there on as many platforms as possible for people to access and you know, check out and appreciate. We looked at this the other day. Remedy lowers minimum PC specs for Alan Wake 2. Nobody should care because the game's a big trash of balls. Big trash can of balls, dude. Don't buy Alan Wake 2. The game was terrible, dude. Let's dive into these. I get trolled by Soup all the time about Alan Wake 2 as well. He knows I hate Alan Wake 2. Soup trolls me all the time about Alan Wake 2. Shut up. You shut up, dude. That game was so bad. Everything announced at the March. Let's kick this off. Let's kick this off. We got a lot of articles to cover because we weren't live yesterday, you know. You were the one very hyped. The first game was really good. That's why I was hyped about the second one, because the first game was really good and the second game had really good reviews, you know. Alan Wake 1 was really good. I enjoyed it very much. And seeing the reviews that everybody was pushing out about Alan Wake 2 at the time, I was like, dude, this is gonna look like, you know, looks like this is gonna be a pretty good experience. And definitely did not meet my expectations. So yeah, I got baited, dude. I got baited. You didn't tell me crap. You didn't tell me crap. Yo, did you see the clips that I tagged you in the Discord, Soup? Did you see those? I can't remember if you said anything this morning about it. Yeah, you saw them. Oh, okay, cool. Yep. What was the one? Dude, I was dying last night whenever I made the one about somebody banning. What's the name of that clip, dude? Telling somebody to mods, somebody ban him. It's like, I was dying last night, dude. Yeah, put Soup in Peepo jail. Dude, I was dying last night when I made that. I was dying. I was like, that was pretty funny, dude. Everything announced at the March 2024 Xbox Partner Preview. Let's dive in and see what we got. Obviously, look, everybody needs to be prepared right here for the fact that Soup is in chat, and Soup is going to try and slaughter every announcement here. Because Soup has some kind of vendetta against Xbox. I don't know what it is. He's got PlayStation blinders on. So anything that comes out ever, anything about Xbox ever, it's always, Soup thinks it's trash. So just get ready for the shenanigans that are going to go on in chat here, okay? So the partner preview happened yesterday. That was our day off, so we weren't able to watch this live, so that's why we are recapping it right now. But the second ever Xbox partner preview just took place. It gave us a deeper look at some of the third-party games coming to Xbox. Has been an odd year for the Xbox, as its first-party lineup is finally starting to take shape with titles like Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2, and Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, while fans are also concerned about the future of its platform in the wake of the decision to bring some of its games to the Switch and PS5. The showcase demonstrated that third-party studios are still in full support of Xbox, and by showing off some of their games that are on the way to Xbox Game Pass. 11-bit Studios in here. Let's go. Pinky, you be psyched about that. We got more in-depth looks at games like Tales of Kinzera Zao, Kanutsugami, Path of the Goddess, and the first Berserker, Kazan. Lots of K's, dude. Received release date confirmations for games like Frostpunk 2 and the Xbox version of Final Fantasy, what is that? 14. And we're even pleasantly surprised by a few new game reveals. Check out the rest of the article for a full rundown of everything Microsoft showed off during the partner preview that happened yesterday. So you can watch the whole thing here. This is going to be about a 30-minute watch. So I'll link this for you guys to take a look at if you want, okay? But 11-bit Studios take center stage. How long is this one? We can watch this. We can watch this. I'm so hungry. I want a Reuben, dude. I'd even just take a real nice pastrami sandwich. Real nice pastrami with some, like, spicy mustard. You know? Like some peppered pastrami. Spicy mustard, sauerkraut. Throw some sauerkraut on there. Anybody hook that up? Anybody? Like Ghostbusters meets Pal World? What is this? Creatures of Ava. Interesting. Creatures of Ava. Turns out that 11-bit Studios was the third-party publisher to your P.O. box. Yeah. Man, that would smell real good by the time I got here. Turns out that 11-bit Studios was a third-party publisher with the strongest showing at this Xbox partner preview, as it platformed 3 of its upcoming games. Most notably, it announced a new Xbox console exclusive called Creatures of Ava. In Creatures of Ava, players save creatures from an infection called the Withering, and then get the help of those creatures to solve puzzles and further explore its fantasy world. Looks like The Legend of Zelda, by the way, of Pokemon. All with non-violent combat that looks more focused on healing and restoring infected creatures than hurting them. Launches later this year on Xbox Series X and S and PC. Also learned that Frostpunk 2 will launch on PC on July 25th. And got our first look at gameplay for The Alters. Both of those games will be on Xbox Game Pass when they launch this year. Final Fantasy 14 for Xbox launches this month. Interesting.
My warrior of light. free and bear the light for others to follow.
It's supposed to be a very, very good MMORPG. I just want to be a dragoon.
We Scions will fight until our last breath.
Forward, my friends, for freedom and justice!
You do know you're not alone in this, don't you?
Darkness and light, despair and hope.
And I'm so glad the weather's getting good again. Starting to wear shorts, baby.
Become light. Become hope.
March 21st on Xbox. All right. We'll leave the music off for a second. We're probably going to be looking at some more trailers. So, in the wake of the release of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Square used this Xbox show to announce the full release of the MMO Final Fantasy XIV on Xbox. Will exit its beta trial period on March 21st. Game Pass subscribers can play the beta now. We'll get access to a starter edition of Final Fantasy XIV, which can be claimed via Game Pass perks from March 21st to April 19th. Interesting. So will this just be accessible through Game Pass now? Is that it? Final Fantasy XIV Game Pass? Let's confirm this. While the MMO is free on Game Pass, there's a massive caveat. The starter edition isn't all it's cracked up to be. Between March 21st and April 19th, Game Pass Ultimate members will be able to claim the Final Fantasy XIV Starter Edition as a free perk. Starter Edition includes the exact same content as the free trial, base game alongside the Heavensward and Stormblood expansions alongside 30 days of free game time. While the free trial would allow you to keep playing that content indefinitely, once you pick up the Starter Edition, you have to start playing paying the MMO's monthly subscription fee after your 30 days are up. Interesting. So it's still potentially going to cost you a monthly fee to play that game. Yeah. Even on Game Pass. So not only do you pay for Game Pass subscription, then you'll have to pay for Final Fantasy XIV subscription as well. Nice. That's great. Persona 3 Reloaded gets the answer this September. So we'll watch this. But following a successful launch in February, Persona 3 Reload will receive new DLC called Episode Aegis. The Answer. It launches this September and finally brings the Answer content for Persona 3 FES to the remake. Before that, a March 12th update will add background music sets based on Persona 5 Royal and Persona 4 Golden, while a May update will introduce costumes and background music set based on the Velvet Room. All of this is part of the expansion pass for Persona 3 Reloaded. Oh man, great loading screen.
感じませんでしたか？時間が空回りする瞬間を。あなたは誰？私はメティス。あなたを守るために来ました。
Great stretch. Everybody give stretch in.
時間や空間に歪みが起きてるんです。この地下にある時の狭間のせいで。
まさか同じ一日がずっと繰り返されてるんですか？タルタロスのように何か厄介な力で発生した
dude, they're watching Xbox stuff. I gotta bounce.
訓練してくれよ。
何今の？
彼は見事命の答えにまでたどり着いた。あなたの得たワイルドの力はそれへと至る前触れなのです。
私はかつて生きると決めた。ワイルドへの目覚めがもしも命に近づいていることなら、その果てにある答えというのは
There he is. Wave 2, wave 2. I figured you would like this, yeah. That's why I was wondering where you were. See, look, yo, Persona is Atlas, dude, and we're getting ready to play an Atlas game, Soup. How about that? How about that? Kanutsugami Path of the Goddess gets a gameplay overview. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, you're right. I am playing Vanillaware. Unfortunately. I can't help it though, dude. It's a spiritual successor to a game that I loved as a kid, dude. I have to play it. It actually sucks it's Vanillaware. That's why I'm not getting a PC version of it. Gotta play it on a stupid Switch. This game looks dope, though. Interesting. We haven't seen very much of this yet. What we had seen looked really interesting. But... I started watching Blue-Eyed Samurai again. God, that show's so good. If you haven't watched Blue-Eyed Samurai on Netflix, man, you're missing out. That show is an absolute flipping banger. Amazing animation. Great story. This game looks sick, dude. For reals. I know True knows. I sold True on it. True watched it. True was like, oh my god, it was so good. Yeah, I started watching it again. I was trying to watch the stuff Cappy put in Discord, and I couldn't pay attention to it while I was doing all my content stuff last night, so I just turned on Blue Line Samurai in the background instead. That looks really neat, dude. I like that. Kanutsugami. Hold on. Yeah, just 2024 still. Okay, so just the year window.
Play it day one with Game Pass.
Striking sense of style, first teased last year, but now we have a better idea of how the game will actually play. In the trailer, we see that during the day, players are tasked with guiding a maiden and clearing its fantasy world of defilement to collect resources. They must then make tower defense game-style preparations before nighttime, with resources used to fend off hordes of enemies. Although players actively are fighting enemies on their own, it's possible to command other units to help deal with the threats. Kanutsugami, Path of the Goddess, launches later this year. Everything else announced. Unknown 9 Awakening gameplay was revealed by Bandai. It was confirmed for launch on Xbox this summer. Stealth Sim Sleight of Hand was revealed. We've got that up. We're going to look at that with a cinematic trailer. Roblox horror game Griefville Survive the Nightmare is crossing over with Chucky. Frogwares announced the Sinking City 2, which releases in 2025. We have that up as well, I think. What's this one? That didn't load. Sinking City 2, let's get that over there. That can stay there. Doop, 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 dooby, doop, doop. Well, man, load up. That's the Warner Brothers stuff. Oh, we got Stellar Blade stuff up for your copium, by the way. Soup. Did we have that other one up here somewhere? It might be this one that's loading. Why is it not loading? Load, man, load. We'll get it. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, sleight of hand. This is it. This is it. So we'll look at those coming up. Soup's hype, baby. Still, Game Pass could have no letters and still be better than PS Plus with all caps. Wouldn't matter. We've talked about this. We've talked about this. Monster Jam Showdown was announced. First Berserker Kazan got a new trailer. Tales of Kenzura Zao highlighted its combat and traversal mechanics in a new trailer. Yeah, so lots of stuff, lots of stuff. So if you need to rehash any of that, you can take a look at this. There you go. Soup's just an Xbox hater. That's all it is. True. Don't feed into it. Don't feed into it. He's throwing that out there. He's throwing that out there. He's trying to reel us in. You know what I'm saying? Don't bite that. Don't bite that. I know it's hard not to though. It's hard not to. You use a Mac? You must be using it to prop open a window. You know what I mean? That's about all it's good for. Oh, we've got some good news for you here too. Apple Vision Pro headsets are cracking. Yeah. So that'll make you happy, Soup. $3,000, $3,500 Apple Vision Pro headsets are already cracking. Yeah. Nice. Gotta love it. Go Apple, dude. Let's go. Okay. So some of the other things that we didn't necessarily get to look at in depth there with the announcements were the Sinking City 2. I'll turn the music back on here in just a bit, but we're probably going to look at trailers here. So let's look at this. Sinking City 2 announced as full-blown horror game. Freshly announced sequel to one of the 2019's most underrated detective adventure games, The Sinking City is doubling down on horror. Sinking City 2 promises a darker horror experience with improved combat and detective mechanics. Set for a 2025 release, the sequel will introduce a new protagonist and a smaller town setting to appeal to new players without requiring experience with the first game. The game began pre-production 2 years ago. We'll turn the music on while we read this. It's fine. Sinking City 2, a sequel to the 2019 detective horror title, has been revealed at Xbox's partner preview event, is leaning even harder into its Lovecraftian inspiration. Tentacles. The Xbox partner preview show highlighted some of the exciting third-party games set to launch on Xbox in the coming months, including Final Fantasy XIV's March 21st Xbox release date, the Stalker Legends of the Zone trilogy, another look at Capcom's RTS matchup Kanutsugami Path of the Goddess, and much more. Developed by Frogware, a studio known for its Sherlock Holmes adventure games, The Sinking City was released in 2019 and largely flew under the radar. The Lovecraftian horror detective game was set in the gloomy fictional 1920s fishing city of Oakmont, Massachusetts, and featured Resident Evil-style third-person shooting combat. One of the Sinking City's more interesting gameplay elements was the incorporation of its detective mechanics, which allowed players to pursue crime scenes and come up with deductions to advance the game's narrative. At Xbox's recent partner preview showcase that happened yesterday, The Sinking City 2 got its first ever reveal trailer, which was stamped with a 2025 release window. Let's watch this. Oh, that's fun, dude. Nice. Let's find this trailer. Let's watch this trailer. They link it. Why are they not linking these trailers, dude? What's wrong with them? I'll find it on YouTube. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, this one's a little bit longer. Let's go with the PlayStation one. Super like that one more anyways. Looks like it's getting close to time to play a little bit of some Russian roulette there, dude. Choo-choo Charlie. Choo-choo Charles, dude. We're playing that this Scaretober, by the way. It almost gives me some the Evil Within vibes a little bit, you know? Just a little bit. Which is a good thing. Yeah. It looks good, man. Nice. Cool. Cool. So we'll put that there for people to watch. Another new Xbox Game Pass title. Yeah. Sleight of Hand, a noir stealth-focused deck builder. New third-person stealth game coming to Game Pass, announced during the Xbox Partner Showcase. Sleight of Hand is a third-person stealth game with a noir setting, focused on deck building. The announcement trailer showed a woman named Lady Luck using special playing cards to create mist, freeze a man, and even teleport while investigating a smuggling operation. Steam page notes that the cards will be used to get through stealth levels, providing special abilities like traps and scouting. The cards will have limited uses, forcing you to make tactical choices with these special abilities. Let's watch this. Yeah, creepy. I love creepy though. Creepy's my jam. Ferret is probably got the monitor turned off right now. He's just listening. Yo, Pinky, have you played more of the Thaumaturge? Have you played more of that yet?
Everyone's got an ex-employer they wish they never worked for. Not everyone's ex-employer set them up to take a fall.
Dude, you guys see that guy's mustache?
So
yeah, slowly progressing. How you feeling about it right now? Did you guys see this guy's mustache? He's ready for Mustache March. How about you guys? Did you guys see my... I'm going to set up an event in the Discord for us to track this. But look at that mustache. I didn't shave mine yesterday. All right. I know True didn't shave hers yesterday. True's ready for this.
Over there! She's here!
Not tonight,
Good,
boys.
Pinky. Okay, work. Nice. Thanks, buddy.
If the Coven wants to play, they'll have to play dirty.
Hard-boiled third-person stealth sim, huh? Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, right on, dude. Nice. All right. Interesting. Lady Luck uses a variety of smoke-based magic cards. Allowing her to make stealth-focused maneuvers and use special combos to take down various enemies. Use a hex card, mark an enemy, which will allow her to use an ability like a peekaboo on the same enemy. Teleports her behind them. From there, an old-fashioned stealth takedown will finish the job. Other cards like Chain Smoker can link enemies together, so if anyone is affected by another card, they all are. The story revolves around taking down the Coven your character used to work for. Cards can be upgraded and swapped out for different missions. Also, trinkets, which provide powers that aren't limited use. Sleight of Hand is the first game being developed by Riff Raff Games, a New Zealand-based developer. Sleight of Hand is coming to Xbox Series X and S and PC, and will be launching as part of the Game Pass in 2025. Interesting. That could be cool, man. Carefully plan your actions. Shenanigans. Working on yours, True? That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I put out I hit everyone up in the Discord yesterday. It was like, don't forget not to shave. I don't know how many people saw it, but I was like, I had a nice little, nice psych. There's Psych. Yo, dude. Yo, I hit you up in Discord last night, buddy. I don't know if you saw it. Yeah. I hit you up in Discord in the clip section last night, dog. What it do, brother? So this looks like it could be cool. Let you check. Go check it, brother. I know that you know, I usually have to let you know. You don't get the notifications. That's all right, though. Indie developer makes his game free after being told Warner Brothers will be delisting it. Small radios, big televisions will be pulled from sale within the next few weeks. An indie developer has made his game free after learning that it will soon be delisted. Owen Deary, who develops games as a one-man studio, Fireface, released his game Small Radios, Big Televisions in November of 2016 on PC and PS4. The game was published by Adult Swim, which is now owned by Warner Brothers Discovery. That feels bad. However, Deary now says he has been informed by Warner that this game will soon be delisted and will no longer be available to buy. To combat this, Deary has made the PC version of the game available to download for free on his website. Warner Brothers Discovery have informed me they will be retiring my game Small Radios, Big Televisions from both Steam and PS4 stores. Deary wrote on X, "I've made it free to download here at this link. Thanks for all your support." Yeah, I know, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's why I usually let you know when you get here that I've tagged you in something. When asked by followers why the game was being delisted, he says he was only told the reason was down to business changes. Let's look at this real quick. I wasn't dogging you for it, dude. I understand why.
Follow these instructions to ensure proper use of the TD525.
I totally get it.
The device can be useful for combating aberrant emotions.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I am.
Contact with magnetic devices is forbidden.
Do you like fish sticks?
Extended use of the device is not advised.
Oh my god, bro.
This tape will restart in 3, 2, 1. Small radios, big televisions. Available November 8th on PS4.
Yeah. All right, dude. You might need to watch that again because I was being loud. But the game will remain on both Steam and the PlayStation Store for now, but Deary says it will be pulled within the next few weeks. Says he will continue to receive royalties on any copies of the game sold until it's delisted. Deary also seemingly doesn't want the situation to escalate. One follower replied to his message on Twitter with, "We hate you, Warner Brothers." Deary replied, "Chill out. Explore the inner workings of deserted factories in search of data cassettes that contain boundless virtual worlds," reads the game's description. Collect more tapes and explore more worlds, and you'll soon discover new methods of traversal and control that will take you further than you ever expected. There you go. Yep. I'll link that if anybody wants to go check that game out. You can get it for free on PC, man. Capcom highlights digital event announced. Yeah, dude. Yeah. I like I usually try to like remember. I don't get all of them, you know, cuz I usually try to do a pretty good job at marking the videos for things that I want to go back and highlight, you know what I mean? And sometimes I just forget because I'll be too focus mode in a game or something like that. But I like the TTSs that you always come up with, man. So I usually try to mark those, go back and highlight them out and stuff because they're fun for me, and I like making the highlights of them and stuff. So thanks for always making good content for me to highlight, dude. Yeah, for sure, buddy. Absolutely. Capcom highlights digital event announced. So we got a Capcom event coming up. They're going to be promoting heavily Dragon's Dogma 2. Again, that's their big upcoming game. They got a lot riding on this. They're going to be trying to promote this as heavily as possible. I do expect this game to be very, very good. We'll be playing it. But, you know, this is like one of, if not the biggest release they're going to have this year. And so it makes sense that they're going to have another showcase before it releases. To try and promote this as much as possible, get as much hype around this game as possible before it does release. So the publisher will showcase 4 games across 2 broadcasts. The one that we just saw, this one looks really, really neat. They're continuing to kind of promote this heavier too, which this game looks really cool, man. 2 broadcasts over the next week. So titled Capcom Highlights, the first stream will air on March 7th at 5 o'clock today. So 5 o'clock today, our time. So you can see 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. That's 5 p.m. my time and 11 p.m. GMT. With the second following on March 11th, which is Monday, at the same exact time. Each stream will be 15 to 20 minutes in length, with the first one focusing on Kunitsu Gami, Path of the Goddess, and Dragon's Dogma 2. Yep, called it. Yeah. This game looks really good, dude. And obviously Dragon's Dogma 2 does as well. We're playing that on release. Yeah, bro. The secret's out of the bag. The second one will feature Street Fighter 6, gross, Exo Primal. Street Fighter 6 is fine. Exo Primal, gross. Monster Hunter Stories and Monster Hunter Now. We'll, quote, we will be providing the latest info on titles launching soon and give the world an update on the current state of Capcom, the publisher said. This event will not include any updates on Monster Hunter Wilds, it added. Dragon's Dogma 2 will be released for PC, Xbox Series X and S, and PS5 on March 22nd. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we know the rest of that. So, dude, this is a little bit late for me. Better get royalties for that. The big titties. Bro. Oh, that's perfect, bro. Oh my god. Psych. Flipping phenomenal, dude. What a great play. Yo, you know what that means? That's more content right there. milking the TTs, dude. Oh my god, that was so good, dude. Holy crap. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's funny, dude. Oh my god. Yeah, that's marked, dude. We're getting that. That's pure comedy, dog. That's funny, dude. Oh my god. Nice. Gotta love it. Thinking of getting a Series S just for vacation usage? No way. You buying an Xbox? What? No way. No way, dude. Do it. Do it. So here's the deal. I'm not going to commit to staying live and watching this. Especially today, dude. Today, I've got to... I didn't get all the content done yesterday that I needed to get done. So, by the time we got finished, I'd be at a 12-hour stream. And not that we don't do those sometimes, but I do have some things that I need to still get finished that got neglected yesterday because I had some other things that took a bit too much time. So, yeah, I know the TTS redeem's broken right now. I've got to find another application to run TTS for us, dude, as a redemption. So it totally got bonked. It totally got broken, dude. So I've got to find another application to run TTS for us. You know how previously it was like it would like sometimes it would work, sometimes it wouldn't. Dude, it's totally donked right now. It just won't work at all. So the middleman software I use to run all of our redemptions works really well most of the time for everything else. But TTS is just broken. So I got to figure out some other software to use to run specifically just TTS. So I've got to look into that. So for now, it's just turned off because it just is constantly broken. Anytime anybody tries to redeem it, I end up having to like give points back and stuff, and it's just more of a pain in the butt than it's worth. So I will find some middleman software, something to run TTS for us that hopefully will be much more reliable. Yeah. Yeah, Ferret likes to break everything. Blame Ferret. That's right. Yeah, blame Ferret. We'll blame Ferret. So I'll try to get you some TTS. Everybody, but I know Psych likes to run the TTS more than anybody else right now. So I'll try to get us TTS redemption back up and running sometime very soon. Okay. So it's always one of those things where I get wrapped up in trying to get up. Like yesterday was finalizing the PO box stuff. I got that done. That's for anybody that hasn't seen that. That is pinned in the tavern channel. So we have a legit shipping address now. I got that finished. I had content I had to work on, things like that. So it's always a struggle to get everything done that I need to get done, which is why I probably won't last until the Capcom stuff today. I've got other stuff I need to finish up today. So, but I will try to get the TTS stuff figured out at some point in the near future. All right, buddy. I am sorry. So I'll link this for you guys. If you want to watch it live, then by all means, do what you do. I'll probably just have to recap these the next, like tomorrow and on the 12th is probably what I'll have to do. Probably just have to recap these is what the case will probably be. If they were maybe happening around 3 to 4 o'clock my time, it'd be a little bit more manageable, but it's getting a little bit late in the stream day for me to stay live for these with everything else I have going on right now. Acclaimed PC trilogy stealth drops on Xbox and PlayStation for the first time. Talking about the Stalker series, man. A trilogy of games that first launched on PC over 15 years ago have today been released on PlayStation and Xbox platforms for the first time. All the way back in 2007, developer GSC Game World began the Stalker franchise with the release of Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl. This first-person shooter went on to be a cult hit. Let's get that music going. And was followed by a prequel in Stalker Clear Sky and a sequel in Stalker Call of Pripyat. Now, with Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl slated to finally launch in the coming months, GSC Game World is looking to expand the reach of the original games. Released today without any prior announcement, GSC Game World let loose Stalker Legends of the Zone trilogy on PlayStation and Xbox. The collection contains all 3 of the previously mentioned games revamped for consoles. All 3 entries have been released for PS4 and Xbox One, but are also available for play on PS5 and Series X and S via backwards compatibility. As for its price, the complete Stalker Legends of the Zone trilogy retails for $40. All 3 games can also be purchased individually, though for $19.99 each. Yeah. Obviously, this is likely being done as a way to ramp up excitement and interest in the upcoming release for Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl. Yeah. Set to finally launch on September 5th of 2024. On release, Stalker 2 will be available across PC, Xbox Series X and S platforms. Given that Legends of the Zone is also coming to PlayStation, there's a chance that Stalker 2 would also hit PS5 at some time in the near future after its initial release. Yeah, if you want to watch the trailers and everything, you can do that. They've got a synopsis of the original games there and everything too. Very neat. Yep, it's good stuff, dude. Good stuff. Here you go. Here you go. Warner Brothers reiterates plans to increase focus on free-to-play now live service games. So, they plan to rely less on the very volatile AAA console games business. I'm going to stop right here, and I'm going to rip on WB once again. So, the most recent thing we saw Warner Brothers do was Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Look, it's not like Warner Brothers hasn't had some banger games in the past, right? They've had some very good games in the past. But of recent, we've seen Warner Brothers take this very dedicated, very public pivot towards what they are calling games as a service. It's just live service games. And we saw everything that they did with Suicide Squad, and we knew that that game was not going to be fantastic. It was a bait to try and get fans of that universe to buy into the premise of a live service game that was also at a AAA price point, trying to tell people that it was going to be a game built for the long haul, as it were. But it's really hard to believe a company telling you they're building a game, a live service game, for the long haul, as it were. Those are their words. They're building this game for the long haul, like it's going to be a very, very long-standing game. It's hard to believe that when they are obviously selling the game first and foremost at a $70 price point. They won't give out review copies of the game to review sites because obviously they know the game is subpar quality-wise. And they're not worried about building a large player base to begin with, to build a great foundation about what this live service multiplayer experience is supposed to first and foremost be about, right? if you're building a live service or a game as a service, it will be nothing moving forward without a significant, long-standing player base. And if you obviously don't have faith in what your product is, then it makes sense that what you're going to do is put a AAA price tag on that game to try and recoup your development expenses, because you don't have any kind of legitimate faith in the fact that this product you're pushing out is going to be able to pull in enough player base for it to last for the long haul, you know? And that's exactly what's happened. It's exactly what happened there. And so, do I think Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League was the worst game ever made? No, I don't. But I also don't think it was even close.
Now that we're
being
friends,
something.
is it okay if I pet you?
Oh my glob. Stickmandy sub. Oh, dude, we changed up. No more kappa on the gift sub number. Yo, thank you, Syke. Thanks, buddy.
Syke just gifted 1 subs.
Yeah, I can't add in a TTS on that. I looked at it, dude. I can't add in a TTS on the Syke was wanting the TTS. Yo, send it to me. Oh no, I still won't be able to because the TTS is broken. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. You had a good one too. Save it for the next one, dude. Save it for whenever I get TTS up and running. I appreciate the gifty, dog. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I did look at it last time. Because we were like, man, can we get? Because I actually have it. It looks like it's. So it's. This is the thing with the platform I use, which is Stream Elements. Even on the gifties, it's like, do you want to allow people to use TTS when they gift? And it's like, yeah, but it never prompts you for it. I don't know why. I don't know why. It'll only prompt you if you're doing a personal sub or a personal resub. I don't know why it happens like that. So it's all initiated. It's all set up on my end, but it just doesn't prompt you guys for it. I don't know why. So that sucks. But save that one, dude. Save that one, and whenever I get TTS set back up as a redemption, dude, then you can pop that one off. I apologize. I'm sorry, man. But I do appreciate the gifty, brother. It was very generous. Thank you very much. So back to this, this is I think what people have to understand that WB is looking to do here to people is bait under the premise of a lot of these amazing universes and franchises that people are in love with, right? WB has a lot of that stuff. They've got the Lord of the Rings stuff. They've got, well, they used to. Now they don't have the Lord of the Rings stuff anymore. They've got a ton of stuff, right? I mean, it's insane. The amount of franchises they have. Pretty sure Embracer has the rights to all the Lord of the Rings stuff now, but they've always done this kind of thing. Sometimes they've had very good games. Nowadays, it looks like what they're trying to do is bait people into this premise of them just building these universes, baiting people in with, like Suicide Squad was with the high price tag, and then a ton of monetization in the game too. Now, what it looks like they're trying to do is go, oh, well, maybe we should make our games free to play, but we'll still make them live service, right? And instead of them looking internally as to why their game in Suicide Squad was potentially not good and did not do as well as they had hoped it would, they appear to be scapegoating this and pointing a finger at what they want to call a very volatile AAA console games business. And instead of looking internally and going, look, we didn't maybe create this game the way we should have, which I say this all the time. The video gaming industry as a whole is a volatile place. It can be very, very lucrative, and it can be very, very good for businesses and developers that know what they're doing. But when you look at businesses that don't understand what gamers are looking for content-wise, right? And I think this is a tough thing for a lot of developers because I'll be honest with you. I think that under Rocksteady, I'll use Suicide Squad again as an example. I think Rocksteady probably has a lot of amazing developers still that are very, very passionate about video games. And they probably had a lot of great ideas about how to make that game good. But when it came down to it, their parent company is WB. And I think there's too many business-minded people that don't know what video games at their core are supposed to be about to make them special for us as the consumer and as the video game player and enthusiast. So what happens is you get these mediocre experiences that don't do what these companies think they should do, profit-wise and revenue-wise, because the content's just not there. And so it's got to be a tough thing for a lot of these developers to be under the thumb of a parent company that's just riddled with business-minded people that don't know what video game content is about. They're not video game players. They don't have that mindset, you know? Oh, there it is. There it is.
Sayak cheered X100, testing to say if it TTS.
Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, I forgot all about the cheers, dude. The cheers getting the TTSs. Oh god, here we go. You guys ready? Bro, and the shake weight jam too. We're just gonna be shake weight jamming all day long now. Thanks buddy, thanks for the cheers. Guys, get ready for it. Here comes a legit TTS from the TTS master, as it were. So I think that this is what happens with a lot of these companies. They get, and we've seen it happen with many companies where they start off with these amazing games, these amazing pieces of software. We fall in love with them at some point in their early stages of you know, the creation of their products, because they're bringing us amazing pieces of video gaming software, and then all of a sudden they get big. They get too polluted with, I think, business-minded people, and they forget what it is to create great quality products as far as video games are concerned. And so I think this is a situation that WB is finding themselves in right now. And it's funny to see them try and scapegoat this and point at a very volatile AAA console games business. You know, like no other developer is doing well in the AAA console games business. You're out of your mind. The problem here is that you don't know, WB, what it means to create quality games anymore. You only see the business side of things. That's it. You've lost your way. Okay? And so there have been so many, I get so tired of seeing this kind of thing, right? Whether it be like these businesses, these developers or publishers or whatever that look at certain genres of games, even like take CRPGs. I've talked about this previously, but I'm going to hit on it again. Take CRPGs, for example, where a lot of, you know, CRPGs are one of the most old, you know, traditional, tried and true. Oh God, here we go. Thanks, buddy. Oh my God. Versions of an RPG, right?
Sayak cheered X100. I can't be having no broken TTs. Who wants to watch and hear those? Here's some buckaroos for better, rounder, fun to play with TTs, although maybe artificial at this point. The milkshake's gotta bring all the viewers to the yard.
Bro, what the crap? You're wild. You're wild, bro. That was pretty good, dude. Yo, thanks for the cheers, dog. You're flipping crazy, bro. Oh my God. Thanks, dude. Mark that. Worth it. Yeah, totally worth it. And you know, like I said, going back to I'm surprised I didn't lose my point here, but going back to you know, whether it be a genre or anything else like that, you want to talk about the video gaming industry, it can be a volatile place. But if you know what you're doing, it's not. Create good content, it's not. Like what Larian did with Baldur's Gate 3. There were a lot of people that were going, it's probably not a good thing to make. You know, a lot of developers, a lot of businesses in the industry were like, it's probably not a good thing, and we should probably stay away from CRPGs. It's kind of, you know, it's an old genre that people don't look to play anymore or whatever. And then Larian nails it, dude, with Baldur's Gate 3. Nails it. And now what's everybody looking at as like something that is a very good place to maybe make RPGs again? CRPGs. A subgenre of RPGs that a lot of companies thought was, you know, potentially dead or not lucrative enough. And it's not about, you know what I mean, whether or not it's a dead genre or a dead, but you know, like come on, man, you're gonna say that the AAA console games business is too volatile? No, it's not. Is the industry as a whole polluted? Absolutely. But if you know what you're doing, you'll stand out head and shoulders above these other companies. If you know how to make good content, you'll stand out and you'll do good work. Do good work, make good content, release polished, finished products, and consumers will repay you for that, right? But if you release bad stuff, it's going to show. And it's been showing for WB for a while. So it's terrible to sit here and like watch WB try to like scapegoat this onto a very volatile AAA console games business. You know, like, come on, man. Your product, you know what I mean, it was not good, dude. It just wasn't. You got to up your game, dude. That's what it is. So let's read this now. Psych, thanks again, buddy. I appreciate it, man. I'll get that highlight. Warner Brothers Discovery has again said that it sees the biggest growth opportunities in gaming in the free-to-play and live service spaces. You know what's also very funny about this? There are a lot of companies that are turning away from the free-to-play and live service spaces. Because they see this as being a too polluted and volatile part of the market. So what makes WB think that their products are going to play better in this part of the market that is also polluted and volatile over something like the very volatile and polluted AAA console games part of the market? It won't, unless they improve the quality of their products. It won't. Speaking at a Morgan Stanley conference, JB Perrette, the company's CEO of global streaming and games, said the majority of our business revolves around four main forms of IP and games, which are all billion-dollar-plus businesses themselves. Mortal Kombat, Games of Thrones, DC, and Harry Potter. While last year's Harry Potter spin-off Hogwarts Legacy was 2023's best-selling game, which, by the way, also was not a live service game, right? You guys, not a live service game, right? Not even a multiplayer game. A single-player campaign game, Hogwarts Legacy was. But they still look at what they need to do as a live service thing. Was 2023's best-selling game. This year's Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League has failed to meet the company's expectations because it was balls, and we all knew it was going to be. The challenge we've had is that our business historically, there has been very AAA console based, and so as you know, that's a great business when you have a hit like Harry Potter. It makes the year look amazing. When you don't have a release, or unfortunately, we have also have disappointments. We just released Suicide Squad this quarter, which was not as strong. Just makes it very volatile. Yo. Oh, nice random mode, dude. Let's go. Get those random modes in there. Oh, dude, that's there you go. There you go. That's soups right there. Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav said in December that the company was focused on transforming our biggest franchises from largely console and PC based with 3-4-year release schedules to include more always-on gameplay through live services, multi-platform, and free-to-play extensions, with the goal to have more players spending more time on more platforms. Perrette reiterated this during this week's Morgan Stanley conference. We think the opportunity for us, which again, this is a multi-year opportunity because games is certainly a bit of a long cycle business too, but the opportunity is to take those four franchises, be able to develop as much more holistic approach particularly around expanding into the mobile and multi-platform free-to-play space, which could give us a much better and consistent set of revenue. You'll see us launching later this year some mobile free-to-play games, which we hope will start building that. We think we've got the franchises. They absolutely have the franchises. There's no doubt about it. WB has, like I said before, an amazing plethora of franchises and universes to play off of. And I think that anybody that is, and I've said this before as well, not today, but previously, I think anybody that is a fan of any kind of franchise or universe or anything that WB holds the rights to, you need to be scared. I think you need to be very scared about what WB is potentially going to be doing with your franchises, because they don't know how to make good content anymore. Most of the time. They're definitely become one of those companies that it's inevitable. Occasionally, they'll get a decent game that comes out. Their umbrella's huge. They've got a lot of subsidiaries. It's inevitable that occasionally they'll get lucky and hit a nice game. But most of the time, they are solely focused with dollar signs in their eyes. It's not about understanding the correlation between great quality products and the fact that that makes you money over time in the long run, because it builds a player base, it builds a community around appreciating the content that you make and the games that you make and things like that. It's solely around how much money can we make as fast as possible. So everything else gets pushed aside with that, you know, they just don't care about. They don't care about building a fan base. They don't care about taking care of consumers or anything like that, right? So I think you need to be worried if you're a fan of a franchise that is under WB's thumb, right? It's insane to look at a company try to scapegoat like this. It doesn't make sense. They want to point a finger at, like, oh well, it was the reason we haven't done well is because of the volatile AAA console gaming side of the business. The free-to-play live service side of the industry is volatile as well. If you're not making good content, you're not taking care of your fan base, you're not taking care of your consumer, you're going to fail there as well. Then what are you going to say? Then what are you going to blame everything on, WB? You know? It's so stupid to hear this crap. And I feel really sorry for everybody that is a fan of all these franchises that WB currently has, because it's not a particularly exciting look at what is in store for you, for what WB is going to be bringing to the table for you entertainment-wise in the video gaming industry. It's actually pretty daunting as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. Dude, For Honor is 8 years old almost. Dude, that's crazy. They've hit 35 million players as year 8 approaches. In a recent video showcasing the year 8 vision for Honor, Ubi revealed that, the multiplayer title has amassed 35 million players since debuting in September of 2016. In the breakdown for year 8's roadmap, Ubi uncovered a substantial array of changes, features, and fresh elements coming to the still popular sword-based title. Converting maps, more variety in Dominion map selection, converted maps or regular maps that are amended and adapted, new heroes, a new samurai and an outlander villain coming to For Honor this year. Nice. Hero skins. Each season we'll get a new hero skin focus, starting with the knights, then the samurai, then the Vikings, and finally the Wulin. Let's take a look at this real quick. This game has always looked neat to me, and I've never played it. Have you guys ever played For Honor?
We hit 35 million players.
Year 8 in For Honor. It's going to be amazing.
Year 8 is called Forged in War. Under this theme, we're going to explore the most valuable asset in the world of For Honor, our weapons. Our weapons define how we fight and remind us of what we fight for.
Whether you're talking about a crafted story with lore, or maybe your own emergent story of how
Why
you
is
brought
this
down
in
an enemy
Arabic,
team
dude?
while
What
breaking
is
into
this?
Dominion, that all begins and ends with the weapon.
For example, in Season 1, we're going to see how the Knights fight for chivalry. In Season 2, we're going to explore a samurai story. Season 3 will be about the Vikings, and Season 4, the Outlander.
What was that, dude? I think it was in Arabic, right?
In Year 8, we're going to continue to bring all new battle passes at the launch of each new season. Additionally, we're going to bring a new feature called the Legacy Pass.
The
What's really
U.S.
interesting about
government's
those
always
legacy
watching
passes
me
is that
anyway.
if you weren't around
there's no
at Year
ifs,
4
ands, or
and you
buts
didn't
about
get to
that.
experience that
I'm
content, you didn't have
hyper-aware
a
of
chance to
this.
get all those cool executions, the cool looking gear, all that sort of stuff, you can actually now get them. If you had bought a battle pass previously, it still is unlocked as it was. And it's at the level it was when the battle pass ended.
For the Legacy Pass, in Year 8, we're going to retrofit the content from the Battle Pass to the heroes that have launched after those Battle Passes. Converted maps are a new feature that we're bringing to For Honor. Players have been asking for a long time for more variety in Dominion map selection. And finally, we're going to bring 2 converted maps through the year. The first will be at the end of Season 1, and the second will come by the end of the year.
Converted map is one of the topics that has been raised for years, and our team has been working very, very hard to achieve the goal.
It's not an easy process. We have to add a new minion lane, we have to add capture points, but we're able to take a lot of the amazing content that we have in other game modes and readapt it to have the Dominion experience, which is what we're known for.
Bro, Streamo
I am so excited about the heroes that are coming to For Honor in Year 8.
The first will be a samurai in the middle of Season 2, and the second will be an Outlander in the middle of Season 4.
Season 2's samurai hero will be very unique and distinct because of samurai is aiming for the mastery, and that this mastery of the weapons are going to be the key of this new hero.
And the other, I'd say, I can reveal it's a villain, and the villain's going to have a pretty major impact.
And she will, can I say she?
So hero skins are central to Year 8. They're the ones who are wielding our legendary weapons. In some cases, these legends are forged through the actions of our heroes, and in other cases, our skins may take up a weapon that's already legendary, and they're trying to live up to its name.
In Forged in War, we are going to bring at least 4 hero skins. Season 1 will feature the Knights, Season 2 the Samurai, Season 3 the Vikings, and Season 4 the Wulin.
We also have an additional hero skin coming up for the Knights in the second half of Season 1. And stay tuned for some other surprises.
There is a ton to be excited for in Year 8.
We've been doing system improvements in the past. We're going to keep working at that. Make sure that whenever we play, it's fun, it's engaging, and it's fair for everyone. For Year 8, for our testing grounds, we're going to be tackling a couple of different things. Try to help the overall health of the game. I'm always amazed to see how many players actually go and participate in the testing grounds. It's content that we are making for them to really help us understand what they feel the challenges are. And so we're really trying to shape the experience so that it keeps going forward to really push in that direction, right? Play the game, it feels good, and it feels better than ever.
To For Honor fans, I just want to say thank you very much for trusting us and being with us.
Check out Year 8, it's going to be amazing.
See you on the battlefield.
Like, there's Mustache March. If there was like Neckbeard November, that dude would totally win. Interesting. All right. Year 8 will see a huge effort to maintain the overall health of For Honor, with Ubisoft leaning into community feedback to keep the game moving forward. All kicks off on March 14th with Season 1, which will bring a fresh Battle Pass, all new Legacy Pass feature, which will allow users to unlock past content. Interesting. Cool, man. I've never played this. It's always looked really, really neat, though. Yeah. Dude, I'm really excited about this. We're going to be playing this game this year, more than likely. Almost positive. Sony has announced Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut for PC. Sucker Punch's open world game is making the jump to PC in May. That's a pretty good time frame for us to probably play this, depending on what else releases this year. So, Sony Interactive Entertainment has announced a PC version of Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. In development at Nix's in collaboration with original creator Sucker Punch Productions, the game will be released on May 16th via Steam and Epic Game Store. All right, hold on. Hold on. It said May 16th, right? So, brother, I don't even know how to spell Tsushima. Hold on. May 16th, yeah. Okay. So we got to get this on the schedule. I'll tell you right now. We'll probably play this on release, more than likely. The, you know, looks like what we'll probably do is start off May with Sons of the Forest. Pinky and I had determined that was going to be a good time for us to play Sons of the Forest. Something that's happened, it's looking like I might have to take a trip home to see my parents in May, guys. So there might be a week of downtime for the stream during this time period. There probably will be. I don't know exactly when it's going to happen. So I have a family vacation set for my family, my wife and kids, in April, and then in May, it's looking like I probably have to head home to see my parents. I don't live close to home. I haven't for most of my adulthood, and my siblings live there. My parents live there, and I need to get home and be there for some stuff. So it's looking like we're gonna have a week off in April and a week off in May. So be prepared for that. I don't know what the time frame is here yet, but unfortunately, it's just one of those things that's gonna happen. What I'll probably do though is play Sons of the Forest with Pinky. We'll take Neo off of here for now and replace Neo with Ghost of Tsushima. That's looking like what I'll probably do for the time being. Liza P is just thrown in here because I want to play Liza P very badly, but I want to play it whenever the DLC comes out. So Liza P is probably going to get pushed back until we find out whenever the DLC hits. I'm hoping that DLC is still going to come out this year. We'll keep track of this. I've got things that I need to update with the schedule and everything moving forward, so I need to get that taken care of. I'll try to do that today. Let's keep going here though. May 16th, Steam and the Epic Game Store. So both platforms. Originally released for PS4 in July of 2020, the open world adventure game is set during the Mongol invasion of Japan in 1274. Let's take a look at this real quick.
I swore to protect this island with my life. But now the Mongols have stolen our home, killed our samurai. I will kill them all.
This game is supposed to be flipping amazing. Hopefully the port is very good. I've been waiting for this port to happen. I'm really excited. I love the Japanese language. We might actually play this with Japanese voiceover and then just put English.
I sacrificed everything for my people. And I would do it again.
We'll see. But that's exciting, boy. I like that. Players take on the role of Jin Sakai, samurai warrior whose adventure draws on Japanese history and the traditions of samurai cinema to craft that Sucker Punch, what Sucker Punch calls a gorgeous tale of revenge, empowerment, and hope. Post-launch, the game was expanded with a cooperative online multiplayer mode called Legends, which also received a standalone release in 2021. Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut was released for PS4 and PS5 in August of 2021. Added the Iki Island Story expansion, which sees Jin traveling to a new location to battle a Mongol tribe led by a shaman known as the Eagle. PC version of Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut will include the base game, Iki Island expansion, and Legends mode. For the past year, the team at Nix's has been working hard to bring the Sucker Punch in-house engine technology to PC and implement PC features such as unlocked frame rates, a variety of graphic settings and presets, and customizable mouse and keyboard controlism. Said Julian Hubritz, an online community specialist at the studio. With ultra-wide monitor support, you can take in the expansive terrain and ancient landmarks with a cinematic field of view. Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut on PC is fully optimized for 21:9 and 32:9 resolutions and even supports 48:9 resolutions for triple monitor setups. Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut on PC features the latest performance-enhancing technologies. NVIDIA DLSS 3 and AMD FSR 3 are available with both upscaling and frame generation options. Intel XeSS upscaling is also supported, and if your hardware has headroom to spare, you can use NVIDIA DLAA or FSR 3 native AA to further boost image quality. The game on PC also offers extensive controller support. Use Steam input to remap and customize the peripheral of your choice to your preference. For a more immersive experience, use a PlayStation DualSense controller with haptic feedback and adaptive triggers so you can feel the tension of drawing a bow and the strikes of your sword. It's already sold 9.73 million copies as of July of 2 years ago, according to Sucker Punch. Interesting. Very nice, dude. Really excited about this. Very cool. Here you go. Where's Soup at? Here's your copium, buddy. Stellar Blade's post-launch content drops will include more outfits. Ooh, wee. We all know how this game works, right? The less skin the outfits cover, the more defense that they give the main character, right? If you were worried that 30 outfits for Stellar Blade's protagonist wouldn't be enough, the game's developer has something to say to put your mind at ease. It was recently revealed in an interview with Stellar Blade's director, Hyung Tae Kim. The game will get an additional outfits post-launch, bolstering the already expansive wardrobe available for the game's main character, Eve. Fashion Parade. It was revealed a while ago that Stellar Blade will focus on character aesthetics, with the player having the option to kit out Eve, the game's lead, with various outfits and accessories. This is the character whose body is a replication of a South Korean model, and what model isn't capable of flaunting a wide variety of outfits? In the interview with Game Informer, Hyung Tae Kim stressed that additional outfits will be made available once the game has been released. There was no mention of post-launch content to expand the game, which is being released in April, but fashionistas the world over will be happy to know there are plenty of garments headed to the post-apocalyptic title. It was also confirmed that these outfits won't alter Eve's statistics in any way. Interesting. Developer ShiftUp wants players to choose the outfits based on personal preference rather than statistical significance. So basically, everybody's going to be running around with the skimpiest lingerie on possible. Stellar Blade's coming to exclusively to PS5 on April 26th. Yeah. Nice. All right, cool, man. There you go. There's your copium soup. Let's put this towards the back here. That's thanks to Cappy. Let's hit on this. Yeah, that works. Gran Turismo 8 already in development. This is actually thanks to our buddy Soup. Kazunori Yamuchi also shares new details about GT7's PSVR 2 update. GT7 is less than a year old, but work on GT8 has already begun, according to Polyphony Digital CEO Kazunori Yamuchi. The question is, will it arrive late in the PlayStation 5's lifecycle or release for the PS6? I would say probably PS6, but we'll see. It's been confirmed that it's in development. GT8 is. In an interview with Japanese website Game Watch, he was asked if there's anything he wants to achieve in the Gran Turismo game that's not possible in the current hardware. In response, he suggested that work on the Gran Turismo game has begun but didn't provide any specific details. Actually, there is a theme, he said. I'm starting to run towards the next one, but I can't tell you yet. It's a pity that I can't talk much. Yeah, not a surprise it's already started development, since AAA games traditionally take so long to produce. Yeah. Likely won't release for several years towards the end of the PS5's life cycle, but will almost certainly be a PlayStation exclusive. Yeah. The interview also discussed GT7's PSVR 2 update arriving later this month. From what we've seen in gameplay videos, Gran Turismo 7 will deliver a mesmerizing VR racing experience. A new VR showroom mode will let players examine GT7's meticulously detailed car models up close while you hear the engine start up when entering the VR showroom. Yamauchi confirmed you can't manually start and rev the engine. GT7 won't support the new PSVR 2 Sense controller, as Yamauchi believes a PSVR 2 and steering wheel gives you the exact same experience as driving a car. Let's take a look at this.
Hey everybody, Max here with Ryan McCaffrey, PlayStation VR 2.
Or not. That's 11 minutes long. I'm not going to watch that, but you guys can. So that's what you need to know. We're already kind of pretty long into the news segment here, so I'm not going to watch an 11-minute video there just for GT7's PS VR stuff. But it's linked there if you want to take a look at it. Okay, guys? Yep. So, thanks to our buddy Ferret, we're finding out that these insanely pricey Apple Vision Pro headsets are cracking. Some Apple Vision Pro headsets are cracking, and Reddit's already awash with the theories about this costly crackgate. The headset has certainly split opinion, and in some cases, just split in general. Nice. All devices are susceptible to breakage, particularly those that are designed to be carried around with you on a regular basis. However, you'd hope that a $3,500 wearable would be more robust than most. Think again, it seems, as some Apple Vision Pro users have reported unsightly cracks appearing down the middle of the outer screen after light usage. While some have had their headsets freely replaced, one user has reported being told to pay a significant AppleCare Plus deductible to get it fixed. While you might assume that the headsets in question had been subject to some heavy abuse, most of the affected users reported the device was treated carefully. Some users have reported cracks appearing while the device is in its travel case while charging, which has fueled speculation on the Reddit Vision Pro subreddit that the headset may not properly enter sleep mode when the battery is being charged, causing the device to heat up, expand, and crack the screen at the weakest point of the glass. Other theories include a bowing of the aluminum frame that could be caused by tightening the straps or glass that has been exposed to extreme temperature variations. Redditor TTA People Mover has even put together a humorous list of handy tips to keep your device in tip-top condition, including charging the battery while it's floating in midair and wearing a neck-mounted fan to keep it cool during use. While some have apparently had their cracked devices replaced for free, one user has reported being told by Apple Store employees to pay the AppleCare Plus deductible. For reference, that's another $300 for the accidental damage on the Apple Vision Pro. Ouch. Though if you have to replace a cracked glass cover without the $499 AppleCare Plus protection, you'd be liable for $800 for the privilege. Far be it from me to suggest that instead of buying a head-mounted fishbowl that makes you look rather silly and may have a tendency to crack, for the same money you could have bought several of our favorite VR headsets instead. Wait, I just did. Never mind. In all seriousness, while it's been expected that the first units of any new device to reach consumers may have some teething issues given the absolute stupendous price of the Apple Vision Pro, it's no surprise that these cracked screens are causing a bit of a stir, with some already leaping to the inevitable crackgate nomenclature. Yeah. Money doesn't always buy you incredible build quality when it comes to new tech products, it seems, as some early Tesla Cybertruck truck owners have also recently discovered. Turns out they might be susceptible to a bit of dreaded rust. Remember, folks, if it's new and shiny and full of hype, there's a real possibility you may end up becoming an unintentional beta tester for a product that might not have had all its kinks ironed out yet. Early adopters might get their hands on the latest tech early, but there's sometimes a price to pay for being ahead of the curve. Them's the breaks, I'm afraid, or in this case, the rather large cracks. I mean, you gotta love it, right? It was always ridiculous at $3,500. And, yeah, there you go. Another thing for all the blind Apple-loving fans to try and defend, man. Gotta love Apple, dude. Baldur's Gate 3, this is thanks to Pinky here. Thanks, buddy. Baldur's Gate 3 devs dealing with threats and toxicity. This is insane and unacceptable. Unacceptable, dude.
Unacceptable!
This is insane. There's a small, we've talked about this from time to time. There are a small amount of gamers out there that, as a part of the gaming enthusiast and game playing community, make us all look terribly bad. And this is another example of it. So, Baldur's Gate 3 devs dealing with threats and toxicity. The director of publishing at Larian Studios addresses recent threats by Baldur's Gate 3 players amid issues with some of the game's mods. An amazing developer behind an amazing product, still not immune to the atrocious, disgusting issues of these entitled game players that think that it is their prerogative to go around threatening developers for the most asinine of reasons. So let's take a read at this. Bullet points say some of Baldur's Gate 3 fans are frustrated with the lack of official mod tools and stability issues post-patch 6. Larian Studios has asked players to stop sending threats to developers over the game's current lack of mod support, and official modding tools have been teased for later in the year. Michael Dowse, director of publishing at Larian Studios, has spoken out about abusive threats from Baldur's Gate 3 players amid the ongoing wait for mod tools. Some Baldur's Gate 3 fans have been left frustrated after recent patches, but some have taken their frustrations too far. Like many games released on PC, Baldur's Gate 3 has amazing mods that can transform the game into an entirely new experience. Right now, though, the game lacks any official modding tools from Larian Studios. This means that any mods created for the game are done so through methods not officially supported by the studio, which can cause some instability for ongoing playthroughs. These issues have been exacerbated in recent weeks thanks to patch 6 for Baldur's Gate 3, as well as the subsequent hotfixes 18 and 19. However, some of the community have unfortunately channeled their frustration towards the individual developers. Michael Dowse at Larian Studios addressed the threats from players about Baldur's Gate 3's modding tools in a long thread on Twitter, claiming that threats, quote, threats and toxicity against our devs and community teams will only harm the conversation. He also reiterated that the current focus of Larian Studios, quote, is to patch the game while working on future mod support. It's important for players to remember that while Baldur's Gate 3 is a fantastic game, the developers still want to improve it with updates. Patches are inevitable as Larian looks to polish the RPG. It would be unfortunate for the developer to need to pull back from its close relationship with the community thanks to abuse from some. Until those official tools are released, players should only use mods in the game with caution. There are many Baldur's Gate 3 gameplay mods that can potentially become unstable via patches. That's the price paid for using them right now. Naturally, unpaid mod authors aren't always going to be able to keep updating their work frequently. As Larian patches the game, this can be an issue, especially with larger mod lists, where it gets hard to track what's up to date. This is something that Dowse actually addresses in his statement, pointing out that mod authors should also not be the object of community frustrations alongside Larian Studios developers. Recently, Larian Studios has been a little more vocal about its future plans for modding for the game. Just a few days back, BG3 teased a cross-platform plan for mods, indicating that they'll also be coming to the PS5 and Xbox Series X and S versions. While no date is set in stone yet, the official modding tools are currently slated for release at some point later in the year, and hopefully this will help solve some of the problems players are experiencing at the moment. Never acceptable. And the fact that people can't understand that, first and foremost, this game has not even been full released for a year yet. We're talking like, what, half a year? Full release? Half a year right now? And people are throwing a fit to the point of threatening developers, employees of the developer behind the game, about the lack of unofficial support for mods. Get wrecked. It's so stupid that this kind of crap happens all the time and that we have to read about this stuff all the time. Obviously, this is a massive game. It's a fantastic game. It's had its issues, right? It was in early access, but the only early access part of the game that was able to be played and tested by the community was Act 1. So Act 2 and 3, it had more things that needed to be ironed out. And Larian has been very, very quick and pushed out a lot of big patches to continue to polish this game up. It was fantastic on release. It had its issues. It's a massive, massive experience. This is a game unlike really anything else we've seen in the CRPG genre of games before. It's amazing. It's a great thing. There's a reason why this game will forever be iconic. It will forever be groundbreaking and something that other RPGs look at as something that has set a bar for them to try and reach towards moving forward, right? So we talk about this kind of thing from time to time because whether it be an amazing studio like Larian having to deal with this, or any other studio that's had to deal with this, I mean, there have been so many occasions of studios having to deal with maybe people freaking out for one reason or another about asinine things and taking it out on the developer, showing up at their workplace, showing up at individual employees, the developers of games, their private residence after they've DDoSed them. Or, doxed them, I mean, not DDoS, but doxed them and found out their personal residence, shown up there and been threatening them and their families and stuff. Insane and unacceptable, okay? It's so stupid, and especially to take out your to do it on a dev like Larian, how gross. This game has only been out for like, what? When did it full release? August? We're talking half a year. Half a year, dude. Half a year. This game has been full released. They've had a major update every single month. They've talking about how they're working on mod support and everything, but this is stupid. This is not acceptable. These people that do this kind of thing make all of us look bad. And as I'm going to state right now, and as I've stated time and time before, when we have to address these kinds of issues for these people that do this kind of crap and make us all look bad, it harms the relationship between us and developers. Have developers done things that have harmed the relationship as well? Absolutely. Anytime developers in the industry release unfinished games and bait us into buying them, or release games that don't provide the amount of content or the type of content that they promised us when they're trying to, promote their titles, and bait us into buying games, that harms relationship. There's been all kinds of things in the, realm of what these companies on the development and publishing side that have harmed the relationship between them and us as well. But this kind of stuff is the way that we harm the relationship from us towards them also. And it's important for the relationship between us as gaming enthusiasts and the consumer we need to try and repair this, man. If you look at, and Larian's a perfect example of this, games that tend to be developed very, very well usually have some kind of process incorporated in them during the project and the development that incorporates an amount of feedback. open lines of communication between us as the fans and the game players. They listen, they take the feedback, they incorporate a lot of the things we want to see to make the games better for us, as we are the ones that are going to be playing them. When this kind of crap happens, it destroys that kind of relationship. It makes those companies want to shut down those lines of communication between us. And therefore, we don't get these experiences that we should get because there's no kind of feedback to be given because they are too scared to be dealing with this kind of crap, right? This has to stop. They've done things to harm the relationship. Companies need to quit doing poorly by us. We need to quit be doing poorly by these companies as well. None of this stuff is acceptable. And it's disgusting to see this kind of stuff continue to happen by these people that feel like they're entitled and it's okay to conduct themselves in this manner. Disgusting. It's so gross. What up, Reject? Oh, BG3's getting a Tabaxi race update soon. Nice. I didn't know that, dude. Very cool. Very cool. We might have to look into that. How are you doing, buddy? What's up, man? Happy Thursday. Yo, the shipping address is in the Discord, dog. It's done. I finally got it finished. Shipping address, PO box, and everything in the Discord, in the main channel. It's pinned in the main channel of the Discord, buddy. So if you want to go take a look, I know you were kind of requesting that and everything, so it's in there, brother. Yep. EA says generative AI. How you been, dude? Could make it 30% more efficient and boost monetization by up to 20% over 5 years. This is from our buddy Soup. Soup knows how much I love EA. How much I love EA. You know, Soup just knows it. This is a great representation of exactly how much. Yeah.
EA Studio.
Yeah.
EA. Sorry, guys. It's so hard to say that without wanting to throw up.
Perfect. Yeah. EA is pretty disgusting. And we talk about AI a lot. We've talked about it already in this news segment. And it's one of those things
Emotional damage!
Exactly, Reject. Yeah, Modder made the race, and Larry and Listen are working on making a Tabaxi race for the game. That's very cool, dude. Very cool, man. How's all your D&D campaign stuff going, dude, with the new playthrough and stuff? How's all that, man? Are you still mind flipping everybody, dude? So, we've talked about the fact that AI can be a very useful tool, and as long as it's used ethically, but most of these big companies like EA don't care about using it ethically, right? So it creates an issue. Yeah. We've talked a lot about it in depth. I've talked a lot about my sentiments. I'm not going to rant about it right now. If anybody wants to continue to have that kind of conversation, we can do that at some point. But I've got a lot of videos out there about my sentiments and my feelings about this topic as well. So let's just hop in here. EA says generative AI can make it 30% more efficient and boost monetization by up to 20% over 5 years. CEO Andrew Wilson says advancements in AI provide a multi-billion-dollar growth opportunity. Because what they want to do is just not pay people for uniquely generated assets or anything. Also, they want to remove employees. You know, they want to just make everything to be created with AI, basically, is what they want to do. EA Arts CEO Andrew Wilson has outlined the transformative impact he believes generative artificial intelligence can have on the company and the wider games business over the next 5 years. Speaking at the Morgan Stanley Technology, Media, and Telecom Conference on Wednesday, EA boss said advancements in the technology are allowing the company to create richer, more personalized content increasingly rapidly. This basically means they're creating content that is going to be quite often plagiarized, soulless, and without the unique generation of the base of unique assets being created for each project, first and foremost, by humans, is what this means. Greater efficiency coupled with deeper, more immersive experiences will lead to a significant audience expansion over the next few years, provide a multi-billion-dollar growth opportunity, he said. Wilson said that in the past, it might take 6 months to build an in-game sports stadium. Over the last 12 months, that time has shrunk to 6 weeks. Over the coming years, it could take maybe be cut to 6 days. While FIFA 23 has 12 run cycles for how the players move in the game, EA Sports FC 24 has 1,200 created with generative AI. Over the next 5 years, Wilson hopes that generative AI will make EA's development 30% more efficient, help grow its 700 million strong player base by at least 50%, lead to players spending 10 to 20% more money on its games. Gross. What we've seen every time there's been a meaningful technological advancement in media and in technology, where you are able to democratize an industry and hand it over to the population at large, incredible things happen. So the way we think about this is, how do we build these things to be more efficient? How do we build these things to allow us to build deeper, broader, more deep, more personal experiences? And then how do we give that to the world? And once you give that to the world, you have 3 billion players around the world creating personal content, expanding and enhancing the universe that we create, and building and creating their own universe on our technology platform. All of a sudden, we are the beneficiaries of platform economics. And for me, that's a multi-billion-dollar opportunity for us in addition to what we would otherwise get from our regular growth. Let me talk about something real quick. We already know that EA is trying to incorporate a new mechanic for basically getting people to hand over their own identities into these gameplay systems, right? Like taking your pictures and incorporating them into the now here's what you've got to understand. It's not like this is a totally unique situation, right? But what it's looking like EA is probably going to be trying to do with a lot of this is go, you know, what do we need? It's like they want to use your voice. They're like, hey, look, man, if they're going to come up with some like baseline agreement for you as a game player, and it's like, if you want to use these pieces of technology, it's going to be like, we can take your picture and we can make you look like a player in our soccer game. We can use your voice. If you'll allow us to record your voice, we can use your voice in the game, you know, and things like that, right? It's all this different kind of stuff. But what people aren't going to read into here is, and this is what EA is going to be trying to do, I guarantee it. They're going to give you a disclaimer and say, this is your agreement. Most people don't read disclaimers, right? So this is what's probably going to be happening. They're going to go, by agreeing to use this piece of technology for this game, you're giving us the rights to use your likeness, be it your face, be it your voice, be it anything else like that you agree this technology to be used for in this game. We will have the rights to use that in any product that we wish, in any form or fashion that we wish, and in our products moving forward. And people will agree to it because they're not going to read the disclaimer. They're not going to read the agreement in its full entirety, right? So what this does is this is going to allow EA to do things like no longer have to hire people for not only like generating assets or hiring actors or anything like that, because they'll have all the assets they need. It'll be generated straight off of the game players, right? And so what they'll do is they'll just have AI technology in the background. They'll take all of these facial pictures they're getting from people that are playing their games, all of this voice recording audio they're getting from people playing their games, and that's all they'll need. And you won't get compensated for any of it. You'll be paying them to play the game again every single year like you always do. And they'll be making money off of your unique personal traits and features and everything like that, because you didn't read the agreement and you wanted to use their technology. Yeah, there have been a lot of games that have been doing that kind of thing for a long time. But now that AI is a prominent piece of technology in the industry, that's where things are going to change, Reject. That's what I'm getting at, right? So, yeah, there have been a lot of games that have been using, you know, these, you know, we'll take a photo, and that's what I'm getting at, is that this is how it's changing, right? This is how it's changing. And this is why people need to be hyper aware and very, very concerned and very deliberate in reading any of these agreements and things like that. If you're going to be doing these kinds of things and using these kinds of technological incorporations for your likeness in the games moving forward, because they're going to steal your assets. They're going to keep your assets and they're going to use them in their AI technology moving forward. That's how this is going to work. Mark my words. Mark my words. While some workers in the industry have expressed concerns about AI's potential impact on the job market, Wilson claimed developers within EA are embracing the technology, which is arguably most effective when used to augment developers' capabilities rather than replace them. Yeah, we'll see about that. For creators of games, this is incredibly exciting. The ability to get the fun faster, get the market faster, is the holy grail for them, he said. And so, we see a real embrace happening inside of our company around these things that can help them get to greatness and much more quickly. These companies are always going to make you try and believe that what they're trying to implement is going to be for the greater good, when really what it is for them is just trying to railroad people all the time into helping them make as much money as possible. You got to be careful, man. Be careful about this stuff. Last but not least, our friendo Cappy had informed me of something that I wasn't all that aware of, and I haven't read this yet. So we're going to dive into this issue of Sweet Baby Inc. facing backlash over Steam Curator page highlighting game involvement. We've got some other community members that are apparently aware of some of this, and I don't really know much about this. I haven't come across any of this in my our news segments, anything of that nature. So I do appreciate Cappy hooking me up with this info and this link so that we can take a dive in here and see what's going on. All right. Recent controversy surrounds Sweet Baby Inc., a video game diversity consultancy, due to a Steam Curator page. The gaming community is divided. God, I really love how much of a header they have to have on this flippin' website. That's great, dude. Look how big this flippin' header is. Guys, Jesus Christ. Okay. Recent developments have seen Sweet Baby Inc., a company specializing in diversity and inclusion consulting the video games, becoming the center of controversy due to a Steam Curator page titled Sweet Baby Inc. Detected. This page aims to inform players about games the company has worked on, sparking debate among the gaming community and Sweet Baby Inc. employees alike. Steam Curator page sparks controversy. Curator page, created by a Steam user, lists games associated with Sweet Baby Inc. and advises against purchasing them, citing the company's influence on game narratives. This move has elicited strong reactions from Sweet Baby Inc. employees, including consultant Maya Felix Kramer and writer Chris Kindred, who have publicly expressed their displeasure and called for mass reporting against the Curator page. The situation has ignited discussions on social media platforms, with opinions divided on the impact of Sweet Baby Inc.'s work on the video gaming industry. Kramer and Kindred's vocal opposition to the Curator page has led to a significant increase in attention towards it, with the page's followers skyrocketing as a result. The controversy highlights the ongoing debate regarding diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI) initiatives in gaming and the role of narrative consulting firms like Sweet Baby Inc. in shaping game content. Despite the backlash, the company's stance on enriching the gaming experience through diversity and representation remains firm. Implications for the gaming industry. The situation raises questions about the balance between creative freedom and the incorporation of DEI principles in game development. As the industry continues to evolve, the roles of companies like Sweet Baby Inc. in influencing game narratives will likely remain a topic of discussion. The controversy also underscores the power of social media and community-driven platforms in shaping public perception and debate within the gaming community. Interesting. So what I've been told this kind of breaks down into is that it's not about the opposition of including necessarily the diversifying and inclusion of the different demographics of people being represented in these games. It's more about how poorly it's done. That's what I'm being told. So it's more about the fact that, you know, a lot of these major video gaming companies will use places like Sweet Baby to who promote themselves as a company about specializing in these areas to be the focus of writing and incorporating the storylines that include diversity, equity, and inclusion into the narratives and the lore behind these story-rich types of games and things like that, right? But the problem being, they don't do it very well. They do it very poorly. And so what's happening is, and I need to dive more into this topic and find out if I am, you know, gathering all of this correctly. But this is what the way it seems to me is that they're not very good writers. A lot of the games they've worked on have been deemed to have pretty poor narratives. The writing's been pretty basic, pretty you know, bland and unengaging. And therefore, what's happening is people are becoming opposed to these companies that are promoting themselves as these DEI focused and specialized content creators because or you know, are good at creating these kinds of narratives and content for the games, because they're not very good at it, and it ruins what could potentially be fairly good gameplay and storyline and stuff, because they're being brought in to basically not do good writing and content creation and lore creation and narrative and stuff like that. So I need to do a bit more research about this, but this is kind of interesting that and look, I mean, to be fair, if a company is promoting themselves as being specialized in this area and they've had the chance to work on high profile titles, and these high profile titles are all coming out and being noted as poorly written narrative experiences and the lore's bad and things like that, then they absolutely need to be, you know, they need to be highlighted as a company that probably shouldn't be used anymore, and that these are all the games that they've been incorporated on, so that people are hyper aware that, you know, I mean, that's appropriate in my opinion. You know, it's not about us not being accepting of, you know, incorporating diversity, equity, and inclusion into our storylines of video games, because that's important. But if it's not being done in an immersive, very well written way, then the companies that are doing it very poorly need to be gotten rid of and need to be exposed. I agree with that. I agree with that. Reject, yeah. Tabaxi, what was that? Tsunaife Rogue got caught and arrested for stealing away the jail. I had them convinced. They were escorting me to another prisoner instead of being arrested. Got there, I was outraged. Said that prisoner had been let go or had escaped, and I would take it up with their superiors. They then apologized to me and bid me farewell and ran off to look for the said person. That's great, dude. Nice. Outplayed, man. Outplayed. Can you guys confirm to me real quick? Can you guys hear the music right now? You guys hear the background music? Oh, okay, cool. Cool. Just making sure. I had some settings changed and stuff. I just wanted to be sure. Okay, cool. Thanks, man. Awesome news segment. We had a lot to cover. It's a bit of a long one, but that kind of tends to happen on Thursdays since we have Wednesdays off. We have a lot of extra content to make up for covering whenever we miss out on Wednesdays since I'm not live. But it is an awesome video gaming news segment. As always, guys, I appreciate it. We had so much content and articles and stuff that were brought to my attention from so many of the community, man. So thanks to Ferret and Pinky and Soup and Cappy, and if I missed anybody else, then I apologize, but we just had so many people contributing to the articles and everything this morning, and I appreciate it very much. As always, dude, we always have so many people that contribute to what we do here and trying to stay current and up to date on what's going on in this industry, you know, and so I appreciate it. We're going to move on and play some more Balatro today. We're going to have a great day. For anybody that's been hanging out, you're not familiar with what we do, this is how we start off all of our streams 6 days a week. We're not live on Wednesdays. That's always our 1 day off a week. But other than that, we're always live at 6 a.m. CST. That's 7 a.m. Eastern Time or 4 a.m. Pacific. We begin with video gaming news, trying to stay current on what's happening in the industry, promote a healthier industry for ourselves as video gaming enthusiasts and consumers, and usually trying to shine a light on some of the sides of the industry, the companies that are not doing well by us, you know. After that, as we're about to do, we move on and we play games for the rest of the day. We have an amazing community here, great people. Video games is what brings us together, but we love to laugh. We have a good time. This community is legitimately about creating long-lasting relationships and friendships with one another, where we take care of one another, always presenting a welcoming experience for anybody else that's looking to be a part of this. Just having a good time, spreading good vibes, being civil about things, and just being void of negativity and toxicity and things like that. So if you can dig that, come be a part of it, man. We're always looking for more people to be a part of what we do here when we are live. And so other than that, I guess I would just say happy Thursday. Keep on grinding. The weekend's almost here. Stay healthy, stay safe, be kind to one another. I'm going to run us an outro for the news segment right now, but the stream's not going down. We're still going to be live for many, many, many more hours today while we play video games. As soon as this outro is over, then I'll be right back up here and we'll start getting prepared for playing video games for the rest of the day. Cool? You guys rock. Happy Thursday. I'll be right back.